Hey folks, Rob here. We're going to be playing a solo playthrough of ASL153 Totsugeki. Nice early morning, so I figure what the hell, I can't sleep. May as well get a start on this thing. We'll see how it goes. Chinese defenses are, as you can see here, once more they cannot deploy. So one thing I made a mistake in my initial recce was confusing dense and light jungle. I conflated the two. Light jungle is +1. It's dense jungle that is +2 for terrain effect. So any foxholes would probably do better inside, hidden inside the jungle itself. Now what I've done is I put 3 pillboxes forward, or excuse me, squad holes forward, with the view that they're going to try and slow them down before they get that far. I was thinking of having them here because I do have 2 hip units in each location, and that would be a nasty surprise to stumble into, especially this one here with a medium and a 337. So a triple point blank here on the 20 table, which is fairly decent with a probably a flat rate, maybe a +1 for the woods. But yeah, I'm not sure what else to do with the Chinese in this regard. So I'm going to test this one up with the foxholes forward. And based on the setup, the Japanese are going to do a two-pronged approach. We'll have my main approach with the 10-0 and the 4-4-8s through the center. I'm going to send this guy in first, and he's going to try and bust this morale. Well, he'll bust it, and then the question is will he be able to do anything? Um, the other wing I'm going to have on the left flank. This is where my mortar's going to enter. I was thinking of entering it in already assembled because he's going to move to this location. Then he's going to start blooping rounds into the trees. So he probably doesn't need to waste time assembling it. So let's do that. It's only going to be 3 move that they have, and it's going to cost them 2 to go into the brush, so they'll be fine. And then I have another assault force, which is my dismantled medium, led by 9-1 and a squad or 2, and the rest of these guys over here. So I'm going to try and force the left flank, and these guys here are probably going to start drifting over to cover that. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so we're in turn 1, and the first thing we do is our wind change. Now, unlike the last scenario we talked about, this one does not have interrogation, so there's not going to be any impact for rain or interrogation. And right into Japanese move. And we'll start with our plucky little half squad. Now I've just realized these guys here are not in the path, they're in the bamboo. Bamboo is an all your move, minimum move kind of hex location. So I can come traipsing through the path for 1, 2, that would be 3. Question is would I bump these guys, or is this a form of bypass because I'm using the trail and they're not into it? I'm not sure. I'm going to assume that we're going to be able to bump these guys, so this will come off, and then he'll pop back here. Now I have to decide, do I shoot my 6 flat shot now with some residual, which probably makes sense knowing that this is going to be coming, so I think I'll do that. Yeah, let's do that. So fire is 6 +1 -1. 6 on the 6 is a 1 check, so already, and we have 2 resid in that location. So we have 1 check, and they are fine. All right, so again, I could fire again, but not much point. I'll wait to see what comes into Z2, maybe into X3, and then I'll deal with that appropriately. So I'm thinking maybe I do have 6.5 turns to find these 3 guns, which I already know where they are. They're in place, and they are not in place, excuse me. They're set up like this, facing that way. They're going to change their covered arcs, yes, but I know where they are, so I don't have to hunt them down. But I do have, I think, a turn or 2 of stealthy movement. So let's go you up to here. You guys will come into X0, then you'll advance. Um, I could go 2-4. Then I'd have to worry about what's in these guys here trying to tag me down. This is probably an LMG because of the stack count. I'll move one forward, so he'll go 2-4. Now, the question is do I fire? Again, I think I have to. I have to start striping these because otherwise I'm going to get quickly overrun. Right now they're shaping up almost bonsai already. So let's do that. We'll fire the um, 4 firepower with a +1 for LOS, 2 for the jungle, -1 for non-assault. So it'll be a +1 on the 4. Sniper is 4 for the Japanese and 3 for the Chinese. So that's pretty good. Um, so we have a 4 on the 4 again is a 1. One check for that squad. That would be a pin. And we have a 2 resid in that location. Alright, you'll use stealth, although I could come up to here. I could bypass the woods, come into W or the jungle, come into W2, force another shot. And there's also this guy here. Let's do that. This stack here is not going to be concealed, so you'll come here for bypass for 1, bypass for 2, and then into the woods for jungle for 4. Now again, because of the bypass nature, I don't think that they would be attacked by that residual. I'm fairly certain of that, but if I made that wrong, I'm sure you guys comment down below. So let's do a final fire from this guy here. So it's going to be on the 2 up 1. I did not maintain rate on the LMG. I mean, I could sustain fire. That would give me on the 2 table up 1, vice 1 up 1. +1, 2, 3, so it will be a net +2 on the 2 table. Yeah, these are going to be a lot of low shots. I need to start fire grouping. So let's final fire. We will use the LMG as sustained fire. And hopefully I don't break it. So it'll be on the 2 up 1. No break, and an 8 on the 2 would be nothing. So that'll be, actually this would be lowered by 1 because of the intervening kunai. Same with this one here. So the first shot would be a 1 resid. The second would be nothing. Again, eliminated because of the kunai. You guys here also have a leader, so I could move everybody to Z2. Again, I'd have to worry about this. This would be a net 0, and I would lose my concealment. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would bust this guy. Well, he would probably retain concealment. He probably would not fire. Let's move as a stack into Z1. Again, we'll take it slow for now. We'll split up when we get to this location. All right, now the part that is the least fun is going to be crossing all this open ground, trying to get across all that with this face of me. I just didn't like the right side approach because, again, just this is so open. Yeah, that's going to be +1 LOS hindrance, but not with much terrain. So let's use assault into there. We'll assault um, one at a time into this location here. Put my machine gun in first. Knowing that these guys moved, I do have a medium here. Um, I'm not going to fire at that. This would be +1, 2, 3, 4. Have firepower, so I think I'm not gonna fire. There's just too many modifiers. +3 here, and it'd be half firepower, so it would be on the two. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're fine. I don't think I'm gonna fire again. The modifiers are just too much. I'll wait for them to get closer, or at least drop concealment, and you guys will come into here. All right, so that's gonna be it for the Japanese move. Now we can go to the defensive fire, which I'm not gonna have any. Well, I could final fire you. All right, let's get rid of the resid. We'll final fire our 337. Um, so that's going to be on the 2 up 1 9 9 9 9. It's going to be interesting to say the least. All right, let's get rid of the finals. And we'll go to the advanced fire phase. Now, I don't think I'm going to waste fire because this is going to be a +2. 1 for the kunai. This would be +1 for the kunai. So this would be on the 2 up 2. I guess I might as well take that shot. I could fire group. That would be 3. No, it wouldn't make any sense. Unless I throw in you. So that would be 2. That would be 3. This would be 4. We'll bring it up. Or halves will be 2. So they could fire group for 5 firepower, even though this guy would really be ineffective. Versus it'll be a total of 5 up on here. So before 4 column up 3. 4 would be a pinning. What the hell? Let's try and pin this 337. You never know. All right. No sniper, and up 3 would be an 8. 8 on the 4 would be a miss. Wasn't too bad. No route and into the advance. So you're gonna come this way. I'm very tempted to jump on them in close combat. I would be CX, but it would be 1 to 2 for me and 1 to 1 for him. Well, 3 to 2, I guess. So he would need a 6 to get me, and I could hit him with a 4. And I might get ambushed. Yeah, because I'll have a CX, and I will have stealthy, which will cancel. He won't have any modifier for ambush. Let's do it. What the hell? We'll advance in. We'll make him CX. And that will occupy him. If he lives, I can live when I move like that. Now, you guys here, You're going to split up. For the same reasons, you guys are going to split up. And you guys as well. Let's move you here. All right, so we have an assembled tube ready. None of this stuff is going to fire. I do have this now on the board, so in my defensive fire, I'm going to have to assemble that. And let's go to close combat, of which we only have the one. So again, CX and his stealth status will cancel out. So I need I get a 2. And he needs I don't think he gets the +1 for entry. Ambush can occur in jungle, kunai, or bamboo. +1 to the ambush die roll. Okay. Right, so I do have a +1 for CX, +1 for entering bamboo, -1 for stealth. So that will be a net +1, so I'm at a 3. The Chinese are going to be at a 4, so there's not going to be any ambush. Now we're going to use hand-to-hand, add 1 to 2. And that means I need a 6. -1 and the +1 for my CX status will cancel. So I just need a 6 to kill him. Holy shit, I casually reduced him. And he comes back at 3 to 2. He needs an 8. And he gets a -1 because my unit is CX. So for him, it's a 9 or less. All right, so my half squad is gone. He is reduced to a half squad. Japanese are on the board. All right, gaining concealment. Nothing's going to happen. That pin will come off. And we'll go into the Chinese turn 1. Wind change die roll. Again, a 5. No effect. So, no rallies. And we'll go right into prep. Fire. I have to move you. You could fire, but I also got to be careful, set myself up. I don't want to be in position to be bonsai'd. The bamboo will help me in that regard. So if I move you back to X4, you can use the path, come here to Z2 into here, and then 1, 2, and then 3, 4 into the light jungle here. I don't think I'm going to fire. I'm tempted to fire this, however. 1, 2, 3, +1, +2, -1. So it'll be a net +1 on the 2 table. Or do I wait? Yeah, let's try it, I guess. We do have rate of fire. If I can strip concealment, then I can fire on the 4. 4 up 1 into that location. All right, so we're going to prep fire. I don't think I'm going to shoot the squad. The squad offers nothing because it's just going to be reduced. I could always tack it in later on to add it on. So let's do the 4 firepower machine gun into this stack right here. So it's going to be on the 2 up 1. 2 up 1. All right, no rate. And it's going to be a 9, so um, yeah, that's what I mean about just going to be so ineffective because it's so far away. Now I'm going to have to move. Now, one thing I have not done actually is declare Dare Death. So I'm going to predesignate these two here as my Dare Death. I do have a leader. However, the leader is not in line of sight, so that to do that. However, this guy is. But because he's prep fired, he may not be able to direct them to Dare Death. Yeah, the leader is marked with a prep. Um, so I cannot influence these two guys. Let me just label them. So I'll have to remember that. Now, I guess Skulkin is going to be the order of the day. So let's go, first of all, back to here. We'll go back for 2, back for 2. Everybody's going to move. You'll come here for 1. I could fire on the 4 up 1 into that location. So let's do a 4 up 1 shot into the to that unit. All right, so no effect, and we have a 2 residual there. So that was 1. This is going to be 2, and then 3, 4 into that location. You are going to come back to X4. Now you're still in line of sight, so but it's only by the 1 squad, and you're going to be protected, so I think you're fine. All right, you guys here are going to have to move. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll assault move to here. You're not going to have any line of sight because the bamboo will block it along that hex spine. And it is a dummy stack, so Japanese player may not realize that. So everybody's going to shift to the left. You guys can stay here for now. Although I will move you back here. Um, you can see there. I don't think you can see there. Yeah, you should be fine. All right, so let's go. This is again a dummy stack. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's come back to here. And I think that's fine. All right, so that was the move. Let's go defensive fire. First thing we'll do is we'll assemble our mortar. Now, do we have any target? Maybe 1. So I think I would lose concealment anyways. So that's assembled. Actually, no, he came on assembled. So let's try and fire a round into here. That's going to be plus 1, 2, 3 for line of sight. 5 for being concealed. All right, so I can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 with concealment. So I cannot hit. So I need a good shot. All right. That's no rate and no shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have done a white phosphorus round. I didn't specify, so it's just going to be a normal round. Um, you guys are going to retain your concealment. There's nothing to shoot at except for this guy here. Now, he is going to be deadly with his machine gun. 1, 2, 3 for the jungle. And this would be on the 6 column up 3. A 5 or less would get a pinning. Minimum. Um, yeah, if I don't keep my concealment, what am I going to do in the Japanese turn? I'm going to move to here. Then I'll be able to advance into the jungle. I'll probably get shot, but if I keep my concealment, it'll be half firepower. So I don't think I'm going to fire. Just the +3 is going to be too crazy. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have any fire. Maybe this guy. That'll be a 4 up 2. 1, 2, actually 4 up 3. For the same reason, just not good. That's fine. All right, so let's go with advancing fire, none, and nothing is broken. Now the Chinese, I think, are going to keep advancing back. You guys are fine in the center here. I do want to move my leader up so that I can do the dare death, which was you two. So now, what would be the best way to do that? Now, I could bonsai this with the Japanese. 1, 2. So these guys would have line of sight. I could charge. I'll get shot to shit from this thing. I think it's too early for that. Um, let's shuffle around. So we'll put you there. Actually, no, you'll come here. Join these guys here. This will give me my leader that I need to do my dare death. And I'm out of the line of fire of the mortar. You'll stay back there where you are. I don't know if this is a smart move or not. Japanese are going to come forward. I could throw a guy in here to bump him. You guys will come back here. If I move back here, I could gain concealment, which I think is important with these guys coming here. Um, yeah, you'll stay there. You guys are fine here in the woods. You'll come in that way. I think that's fair. All right, so close combat, we have none, and let's go into the Japanese turn two. Wind change, die roll, nothing. All right, so let's go to, oh, you would have advanced to there. Let's go to the Japanese prep. I do not have a target anymore. I cannot see you guys because of that. Yeah, I'm not going to do any shooting. I do have something over here, but again, the modifiers are just going to be ridiculous. I would be firing 1, 2, 3, 4. Would be on the eights table. Halved is 4. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 up 4 is just not a good shot. Bonsai. 1, 2. That would be 2. That would be 4. That would be 6. That would be 8. I do have a 10-0, and I could bonsai those two hexes. I do have a DC hero as well. Now, I've only got 2 DCs, so I got to be careful about where I expend those. And obviously, I'm going to save them for the guns, just on the off chance getting in there. So, if I bonsai... Alright, well, we're not going to do any shooting. Let's go to move. I could have 3 squads advancing into those 2 stacks. Yeah, we'll try that. So what's this guy's path going to be? This is going to be 1, or 2, 4, 6, 8. You're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, we'll bonsai. What the hell? What the hey? All right. Bonsai it is. I guess it would be facing that way. Yeah. Right. All right, so let's go. So concealment's gone. We'll start with you. You'll come for 2. 2. I need a move counter. Oh, I don't have the snipers down again. God damn it. I always miss the snipers. There's not much point firing now. It would be on the 2. This might be a better shot. That would be a 2 down 1 possibly. Assuming I don't clip the kunai. But I don't think it would be a good shot for you. I'm gonna wait for you to get point blank because you're gonna be entering my hex. Alright, so that was 2. This would be 4. I was thinking if I could split. I have 2 forward hexes that I can move to. I could move 1 squad to this location while my 10-0 continued on. So I would occupy these 3 hexes here, which I think is what I'm going to do. All right, so you're going to come here for 2, for 6. All right, we'll send the DC and the leader forward. And you guys will come here. So that's all 6. Now I have to fire. So let's start with you. You should have been concealed from the last turn, as were you. So you're going to be on the 8 table with a 0 modifier. 8 is 0 modifier. 5 on the 8 should be a 1 check. I think 4 it starts to go to 2. I was wrong. 2 check. Alright, so your morale's boosted to 9. You need a 7 or less, which you fail. And that would be ELR, fine, so you're just striped. So you're gonna have to hold fire for now. You guys have choices. I could wait for them to enter my hex. Let's hit these guys. So again, you're gonna be on the 8 flat. Woof. No sniper, 3 on the 8. K2. Alright, so you're a half squad. And a 2 check, which you pass. Alright. Now we have, again, the question is, do I unload now? This would be on the 6 down 1, which I think I have to do. I could fire group as a 12 firepower attack down 1 into this location, which I may as well, I guess. All right. So they're going to fire group. It'll be a 12 down 1. 6 on the 12 should be a 2. 2 check. All right, so we have our leader. He is fine, no sniper. Now this guy will be a 10 morale, so he needs a 8 or less. He's fine as well. Okay, now that's 6 moves, so let's keep going. Now I could come that way, or I could just jump on these 3 like this. Let's come this way. So that's going to be their 8 move. So they're out of move. Those will get flipped to lax now. It's not going to impact any ambush because they're in the hex already. So that's not going to happen here. This is going to be revealed. So the squad will be in the foxhole when it does its fire. Let's start with the final fire from you. Now, this will be +1 for the palm trees, 2 for the tree jungle, -1 for non-assault will be a +1 on the 2. If I sustain fire that, it would be on the 2 up 1. All right, cower, so you're done, no effect. And we will then fire. Oh, I didn't leave any resid. So let's put a 2 here. We had a 6 in this location, and over here we had 4. All right, we're now in this location, so they get a fire. So we'll start with you first. So it'll be tripled and halved. Will be 9 on the 4 column. No modifier. 6 on the 4 is an NMC. And the 348 is fine. For you here, that would be the same. It would be a 4 column. Yeah, be on the 4 flat. All right, nothing for you. And then finally here, you would be firing. Again, you're going to sustain the LMG, so it's going to be 15 halved is 7. So on the 6 column, flat. And nothing. You just broke your gun. Gone for good. All right, so that was the bonsai. Now we have you. I could move into there. It is a 4 resid. If I assault move it, it'll be a 4 up 1. So let's do that. We'll do a 4 up 1. All right, no effect. Um, back to here. Oh, I guess these come off now. Let's assault move you forward. Once more, the choice: do I make this now or not? That would be on the 2 table +1, which is not good. 2, 4. I could use this guy here. He can come 2, 4. That would bust this concealment for advancing fire phase. It would force him to fire, and he would be on the 6th column with no modifier into this location. Probably should have used him as a half, but he's an elite. I don't want to do that. I could move 2 and then throw a smoke grenade. Oh, white phosphorus grenade, possibly. I need to roll a 1 on the availability. He would move for 2. He would throw for 2, so he'd be done for move. Now, if I used a leader, I could get the 6th move, and he would have 2 left over. He would not be able to enter, but he could come all the way to BB3. What if I use the path? So if I go back here for 2, 3, 4, I could walk onto here for 5. That would be right in the center. I don't think that would be a smart move. If I move into the bamboo, it's going to take all my move. It'll be non-assault, and it will be subject to that. This guy would have gained concealment, actually. But that would lose him when I move into Z3. I'm thinking moving into the bamboo. Although I do like the white phosphorus grenade. Let's try the white phosphorus grenade. So you guys are going to assault move into a 3. I have to decide now, do I want to fire? I may as well. So let's do a 6 up 1. 9 on the 6 is a miss. Oof. So that'll be 2 resid. Now I can try for white phosphorus grenade. I rolled a 6, so I believe that pins me, doesn't it? No, it's not pinned. It just ends movement phase immediately. All right, so that was kind of funny. So that didn't work. Now the rest of you guys, I think I'm just going to come in here If I don't use assault, you'll just come in here for 2. That'll be 4. I don't think you would fire. You're only a 3.37, so you would have been long range. You don't have line of sight yet. So if you move up, if you assault into CC3, you'd be firing on the one up 1. You'd be firing on the 6 flat, halved actually. That would be on the 2 table flat. And yeah. All right, so we have 1 resid that would be reduced to 1 because of, or 0 because of the intervening line of sight hindrance. So there would not be any residual fire. Damn. All right, you're going to assault the DD3. Now you again have to make that choice. Do you retain it or use it? I think you're just going to keep concealed. Let's move you. Now I first fired. I don't have rate, so I could just move you guys normally. Could go 1, 2, 4. Now this would be at a 3 plus 1. 2 up 1. I need a 5 or less to get a result. I just not seeing the rolls. I don't think it's going to happen. You guys here, you're supposed to assemble that in the last phase. You're going to salt move 1 hex. No, you're going to come here for 2, here for 4, and we'll get rid of that. Now we're in position. And then we'll move our mortar up, so that'll be gone. All right, that took a long time to figure out what's going to happen there. Defensive fire, do we have any here we could final? Again, it'll be a 2 of 1. You guys have all final. I could have fired you, but I think I'm going to use you, keep your concealment to jump in. And that way you can do some ambush, assuming these guys are dead. All right, so resid, def fire, and we'll go to advancing fire. Five fire group, what would that look like? It would be +1, +2, 3 for the jungle. That would be 3, 6, 9. So it would be on the 8 column. Directed by the 9-1s. So the 228 will contribute just for the leadership so it doesn't cower. That would be on the 8 up 3. But it's his turn next. He's going to shoot. So I'm just going to keep my concealment. You guys, however, can fire your 4 up 1. Chinese sniper. And a 4 on the 4 is a 1 check. So 1 morale check for the 7-0. He's fine. And a 337, who is now pinned. And Chinese sniper, we have it 2, goes 5 for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really? So you're pinned. I guess it could have been worse. No targets. You guys here, we tripled and then halved, so that would be 9 on the 4 column with a +2. That'll be nothing. You guys will be on the 4 table, no modifier. Actually, that would be 6 on the 6 column. Yes, on the 6 column, no modifier. 4 on the 6 is a 2 check. You're pinned. And then here, this would be tripled for 6. Halved would be on the 2 table, +1. 6 on the 2 is a pinning. Enough to get a pinning. All right, 8-0. He's pinned. As is the 3-3-7. Wow. All right. Well, not that it matters much because there's not going to be any ambush, but the wow, just about everything's pinned on the Chinese side. This is going to be a wash. All right, nothing is broken, so there's no routes. Chinese are going to stay. And we'll do our advance. Yes, you guys will advance into there. It will be a +1 because I'm entering jungle, but I don't think I have much choice. Everybody daisy chain here. And you're pinned. All right, let's get into close combat. So we'll start with these guys. No ambush. We'll just go straight into hand-to-hand. So we have 1-to-1 odds. And there will be a +1 for being lax. No, there's not. Is there? No, there's no penalty for being lax. That's on the ambush. All right, so 1-to-1. Hand-to-hand, I need a 7. I have a -1 because I'm Japanese. No effect. And he needs a 7 as well, which he casualty reduces. So you're a half squad. In this location here, I will have 5-3. 5-3 is oh, it is 3-2. Okay. So I need an 8. -1 for being Japanese, so I need a 9 or less to get a result. All right, so I kill him. Now he will come back with a 3-5, would be 1-2. And so he would need a 6 or less. All right, so killed that. That was fine. Now here, same drills. We'll have 2-4 is 1-2 odds. I need a 6, and I have a -1 because Japanese. Ha! Wow. All right. So I kill the enemy. Now, we do have leader creation. No, we don't, because Japanese are immune from that. So that kind of attack breaks a sequence. So this should be gone without a chance to retaliate. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm not going to get a chance to attack back. I'm just going to eliminate. I must remember that if infiltration, I could have retreated out after killing him. So that is fine. Now, we only have the one ongoing melee. We have this one here where it did advance in, so we're stealthy. We're concealed, -3. However, somebody else's jungle is going to be a +1 for net -2. So I'm a 2. And the Chinese unit is pinned. Pin should be a +1 to the ambush. Yeah, +1. Not stealthy. So just a +1. So they are at a 5 and the Japanese are at a 2. So the Japanese have ambush. Now that's going to be 8, 9 to 9 to 4. We're looking at 2 to 1. I need a 9. Ambush and Japanese is an 11 or less for a result. So a 9 -2. Okay. Interesting. All right, and then we're into the Japanese turn or Chinese turn 2. All right, this is not going good for the Chinese, I got to be honest. That's going to be the first. Let's do the Chinese. Or at least this is one video. All right, so we have no rallies wind change. We have a 3. Nothing affecting the wind, and as we said, no rallies yet. So let's go right to the prep fire now. We're in the same dilemma. You have to move your dummy. I could fire a 12 up 1, which I may as well do. You'll do a 12 up 1. 9 on the 12 is an NMC. (10-0). And the 448 is broken. Striped. I guess that's success. Here, I think the order of business is going to be retreating. I do have a dare death, however, I don't have line of sight to anything. So, do I fire this or do I move? I could retreat back to CC9. That would keep me out of the line of fire. On the other hand, I could fire here. That would be on the 2. 2, no modifier. 2, no modifier. But then I would probably get shot back with this. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to retreat. So let's go to move phase. We'll start with you are going to come into here. You'll come back to there. Everybody else will just daisy chain back. One into the foxhole, 2 into late jungle. So that should be able to be done. And then you are not concealed. So if I come back to here, or do I reinforce that? Let's assault move into the jungle here. You're gonna have to come back. You cannot move into that location, so you're gonna come here. And you guys are fine where you are. Let's move that around. We'll keep the guessing game going for the Chinese. And defending fire. Now, if I've done this right, we don't have any shots. I do have you into you. So it's going to be on the 4 column, +1, +2, 4 up 2 into there. All right, no result. I can't see. You could be shot at, but you're going to fire there. That would be on the 6 up 2. Let's do that. 6 up 2. You guys will not fire. I could do this, but since he hasn't unveiled himself yet, I think I'm just going to come in. I'll be balanced out. And then I can be shot up while I'm here in the palm trees. You are going to fire adjacent, so that's going to be on the 6 up 1. So this is an 8 as a pinning. 1, 2. So one of you is pinned, one of you is not. And then we'll go, not that. We'll go advancing fire. Now here, that would be on the 2 table. 2 up 1 into this location. So it's going to be a 6 on the 2, which will give, actually, no, wait, that would be on the 1. 5 halved is 2.5. No, it would be on the 2. So that would be a 6, be a pinning. So we have our 10-0. He's immune from pinning. So the 3-4-8 is fine because of the morale boost from the leader. All right, and then we'll go to route phase once more. Nothing is broken yet on the Chinese, so I'm actually amazed that there's no ELRs that have been happening. Route phase. You're going to be screwed unless I break you and run. I don't have a leader anymore, which means you're probably never going to come back with your broken morale. However, if you stay there, you're going to get jumped on in the next turn. They could even do a little 1-hex bonsai. I really want to break him. be able to run back here. The Japanese turn, the DM will come off. In the next Chinese turn, I'll be able to rally attempt, and he would be at a 6. I think that's fine. All right, so you're going to break 2, 4, 6. You're going to go back there. You're going to advance back to here, grow concealment. You'll come this way. So what do we have? We have 3 to 2. If I throw you on, it would be 6 to 2. That would be 3 to 1 odds. But I'd be adjacent. Or I could stay and fire, because I think I have the upper hand here. That should have come off. All right, everybody else here is going to just hang out. I think that's fine. All right, so we have the one ongoing melee, and it's going to be 3 to 2, and then 1 to 2. So they need an 8. All right, they failed. Now the half squad needs a 1 to 2. I need a 6, -1 for being Japanese. 7 down 1 is a 6, so you're going to be casualty reduced. Oof. And we're still locked in melee. All right, that's going to be it for this first round. We covered the first 2 turns, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.